Good morning, Shabbat Shalom, Temple Israel. I hope this message finds you all in peace and in health. I was thinking about this morning when I hit snooze a few too many times getting out of bed, and I realized I'm really tired. I'm exhausted. And it's not just exhaustion from being a single mom or from being a homeschool teacher or from being in quarantine for this long. It's an exhaustion that I feel sometimes can't be taken away by sleeping more hours. It can't be taken away by eating better or by exercising. It can only be taken away by peace and peace of mind and peace of heart. And this exhaustion that I'm sure many of us are feeling that doesn't go away even after a great night's sleep has to do with the idea that we have to turn into ourselves and turn inward and find an understanding or a place of calm that can really relieve us of some of this exhaustion of running our minds over and over and our hearts over and over, trying to figure out how can we get through this tough time? How can we get through each day of life, forgetting the quarantine just because life is tough? And so as we go into this Shabbat, I do pray that we all are able to get a lot of rest and unplug and be together with your family, either virtually or in real life. But I also pray that we find that this exhaustion that comes from a lack of peace in our minds and our hearts, that's alleviated some as well. As we come together on Shabbat, we're reminded that God created the world in 6 days, and on the seventh day, even God had to rest. I have to imagine God was not exhausted necessarily, not in a human sense, not personified in the way in which God's strength was taken up because each day took so much out of God. But is really the idea that maybe it did take a lot out of God, just not physically. It took a lot emotionally and spiritually out of God. So just like us, God is recognizing in our creation through our B'Tselem Elohim, our image of being like God, that all of us need to take a day at least to find peace and calm and rest so that we are not as tired. It is said, our rabbis teach, that there is plenty of work to be done, but our job is not to finish that work. However, we can't step aside and not even begin it. So as we go into this Shabbat, may we acknowledge our exhaustion, and may we sleep well, but may we also rest calmly, knowing that we can find peace of mind and peace of heart. And whatever those activities are in your life, may you bring those into your home and into your heart so that you truly can get rid of some of this exhaustion that really weighs us down and be relieved and released as we move into this special liminal time that God has given us as a gift. May this Shabbat, Temple Israel, allow us to find some rest from our exhaustion. Amen.